This one's really interesting because there's so many topics that the book covers. He was inspired by John Steinbeck's Travels with Charlie, but Travels with Charlie doesn't match up to what Blue Highways is trying to do, which is take us on a journey of America. He didn't go into the interior of America. He was in Missouri at the time. He had a job at Stevens College in Columbia, Missouri, and he found out that his job was being made redundant and he was having troubles with his marriage. So he thought this might be a good time to get out on the road. A fascinating journey it was. Talking to people, thinking about things, observing things. One of the things he drove home to me was the idea of the independent restaurant that's not part of a chain, that's not part of a large corporation, just owned by a family, and has been bundling along for many years. He developed a system whereby he could know how good the restaurant was, and he talked about calendars. And for those of you who are not from America, there's a tradition of having calendars from a local business where they'll give you a free calendar and then there's the information about the business somewhere on the calendar. And so Heat Moon would say, if I saw more than one calendar in the diner, this was really good. There is one almost infallible way to find honest food at just prices in Blue Highway America. Count the wall calendars in a cafe. No calendar, same as an interstate pit stop. One calendar, pre-processed food assembled in New Jersey. Two calendars, only if fish trophies present. Three calendars, can't miss on the farm boy breakfasts. Four calendars, try the homemade pie too. Five calendars, keep it under your hat or they'll franchise. One time I found a 6-calendar cafe in the Ozarks, which served fried chicken, peach pie, and chocolate malts that left me searching for another ever since. I've never seen a 7-calendar place. But old-time travelers, road men in a day when cars had running boards and lunchroom windows said air-cooled in blue letters, with icicles dripping from the tops. Those travelers have told me the golden legends of 7-calendar cafes. And I think I felt a bit of shame in reading about these places because I think, like many Americans, I have been lulled sometimes into the trap of convenience. So something's close by, it's a brand name that I recognize, I'll eat there. But those choices have reduced so many of the independent eateries that made these blue highways so attractive. And if I haven't mentioned already what is a blue highway, if you look at a traditional map where they have the interstates, the blue highways were marked in blue on this map that Heat Moon was looking at, that were the off the beaten path roads before the interstate system came into existence, which, remember, the interstates were built only in the 50s in America, and these are the huge highways in which he says there's no real life happening. Real life is happening on these smaller highways.